Arkansas Style on KARK.
Hi, Nicole.
Hi, Jen.
Welcome in.
Well, for all of you treasure hunters who want to learn how to shop for antiques, I am at Sweet Home and Clement Furnishings. I have asked interior decorator Jen Bienvenue to join me and teach me a little bit about how to shop for some of these beautiful antiques. Wow, what treasure.
It's a lot of treasure, I know. That's part of my favorite thing is the treasure hunt and learning alongside great dealers.
Okay, well, a lot of times we see colored glass. What are we shopping for?
Sure. So a lot of times you'll find colored glass in booths. You can see where you've got some rough spots where the glass was blown. We're usually on the lookout for Murano pieces. You can tell usually by the weight when you pick it up. They're wonderful and sculptural. They're wonderful on top of a stack of coffee table books. You can usually tell the quality. They're usually polished underneath. Sometimes you'll find a tag, sometimes not. There's usually some kind of iridescence in there, so reflects light and lamplight wonderfully in the evening.
For people who have never heard of Murano glass, what is it? What makes it so special?
Sure, it's Italian-made glass. We are just really fortunate to have tons of it all over the U.S. and you know. Also, Murano makes lots of different lamps. So a lot of lamp makers from way back when sourced Murano glass for a lot of their pieces. And so you'll find it in shops all over the place and in homes. And it's fun to kind of be on the lookout and figure out what you're looking at. So,
okay, so we're going to judge it by its weight and by that polished bottom.
Yes,
those are good indicators.
Yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned shopping for lamps. There's some great ways that we know what we're buying with lamps. How do we determine that?
Absolutely. So the first thing I usually do is check the socket. Sometimes there'll be a maker tag on the socket. I'm usually on the lookout for a few different types of brands, really wonderful Chapman, Frederick Cooper, wonderful makers from 60s, 70s, 80s. A lot of people get distracted when there's a lampshade on it. That is usually the first thing that dates a lamp. We can take shades off, we can adjust the harp and style them with a modern shade, but lamp bodies are usually classic and they're never going out of style. So a lot of them are urn-shaped. The next thing I'll do if I don't see a maker tag is I'll check underneath on the base just to see if it's something that's heavy. Research about what you found. If you don't find it in the center drawer, sometimes it'll be on a side drawer. And then I'm kind of beyond that, you know, the maker's not always the most important thing. Do I like the piece? Is it a wood tone that would work in my house? This particular desk has got a leather top to it. That's really wonderful. I also want to consider the price. If I had to go buy a desk brand new, what would I spend on it? And so usually you can justify buying an antique piece and before you go spend on something new. So that's an exciting puzzle to kind of put together in your home.
Yeah, I know it's not polite to talk about price, but this again is what treasure hunting is all about.
Yeah.
Because not only can you find pieces that are so beautifully made, but at prices that are certainly within your reach and have such great stories to tell.
That's right.
Speaking of stories to tell, I had asked you what's maybe the most expensive piece in here.
Sure.
And there's a great story about some chandeliers.
Yes,
Would you show me?
We have some really fabulous rock crystal chandeliers in here. Come
All
see.
right, let's go check them out. Okay, so Jen, what's fun is sometimes with the antiques we don't know the story behind them, but these pieces we do.
We do know the story. So these were there used to be 4 of them. One I installed in a home, one just recently sold, so we have 2 of them left. But they're really fantastic French rock crystal chandeliers. They came originally from a dealer in New York, and they have an Arkansas connection. They settled in Fort Smith, so they are no longer with us, but it was a really fun find. Chris Clement found these in town, and they still had the French import tag on them, and so that was really exciting find. And I've been in shops all over the Southeast, and I've not seen chandeliers this good in a while. So they're really fun for dining rooms or entries, and just a really glamorous way to say hello. So.
Well, folks at home, if you love to treasure hunt on your own, I totally understand. But if you need a little help from an interior decorator, Jen's your girl. Jen, how do we reach you?
Yeah, I've got an Instagram, I've got a website. J Bienvenue Interiors is my business. I love putting puzzles together with furniture, art, budgets. So it's a lot of fun.
Thank you for joining me. Okay, well, I'm going to do a little more treasure hunting. Are your friends and family up for a little friendly competition at your next backyard barbecue? Well, I've got the perfect game to show you next. Stick around, you're watching Arkansas Style.